All right. Up the drink. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, about 8:50. I may have to go. Southwest Charter School has hired us.
It's what?
Has hired us.
Oh, rock and roll.
They're going to email the link.
Just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know.
For contract negotiation.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Good times. It's all good. It's Friday.
Live from VentureX Studios, it's JP, Kathy, and the crew.
Morning to the crew. It is Friday, which means way good time, fun times, fun Friday.
Welcome to the
Fun
weekend
Friday.
with JP, Kathy, and the crew.
Time
And
for me to sing.
You will notice some balloons.
Fun Friday.
So we might or might not be singing happy birthday
I'll
to
give
somebody
you some background music.
a little bit
Fun
later.
Friday. Fun Friday.
Put that on a drop.
Fun Friday. Fun Friday.
Oh, actually, we
Fun
need,
Friday.
we need to record that. That would be kind of funny.
Fun Friday.
Do you have a copyright for that,
I don't.
sir?
Fun Friday.
Okay. Good luck.
Fun. Trademark, though.
Good luck to you.
I'll trademark it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to JP, Kathy, and the crew. Good morning to you. It is Friday. And look what I got to walk into this morning. I got balloons.
All kinds of fun birthday stuff.
And I'm just so excited.
That's good times.
And I've got a little McJigger thingy magonga right here. And I've got a card.
I don't know what that is. but
And then
okay.
also, you can't have a birthday without birthday signs.
But yeah, point to
That
yourself
would be me.
because it's your birthday.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday on Fun Friday. Woohoo! Okay.
So everybody join us in wishing JP a very happy birthday and a very blessed birthday.
So, and let's talk about that for just a moment. Since we had to kick off
Are
with
we talking
this,
age?
We are.
Why did I know you were going to do that?
Oh, I got to read my card first, Chambriel.
Oh,
says.
no.
Breathe in.
And we're going to be doing a little highlight on our very own Chambriel today.
That's right.
Stick around for that. Who's been in the news?
Okay, this is what I'm getting ready to talk about. 50 is not the new 40. No, 50 is the new 30. Let me be honest here.
Oh,
I don't get it.
That's funny.
I just don't get it.
You don't get what?
Well, I don't get I'm going to talk about it in a minute. I got to read the card. It's way better celebrating 50 years that the world has been lucky enough to have you in it. Happy birthday. Not sure if you're 50, but so is the new 49 your age? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love Chambriel, and only she can get away with that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I
So
would have
here's-
had that made into a paper airplane and shot at my head.
Yes, you would have. So, but here's my question, though, right?
So are you 50?
No, I'm 49.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
making it up as you
she-
go along. Yeah.
she's smart.
Yeah.
You notice she did that 49 with a wink and a nod.
All she had to do was go to Facebook. It's on Facebook.
It says your age?
I was running late.
Wait,
Yep.
it says your age?
That's my date of birth on there.
I thought it just says like today is your birthday.
No. If you go into my
This
about,
year?
if you go into my about,
Oh, yeah.
It's got my-
Does anybody do that anymore?
well, I don't know.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, okay, but if you don't know somebody's birthday, you do.
Well, but you don't necessarily care about the year.
Well, when you're buying a card and you call somebody 50 when they're 49, I think that's a big deal.
Okay. Well, so yeah, I was
Not
gonna say,
for
yeah,
Chambriel.
she's in her 20s.
Not for Chambriel.
Okay, so does the age, and it's so funny how everybody's different about age. Some people bothers them tremendously. I have friends who literally when they turn 30, 40, 50, you thought it was the end of the world. I'm one of those that, man, I get another day, I get another year. Woohoo! It's
Well-
all good. I'm that much closer to being 92 and singing karaoke in a nursing home. So what about you?
Well, it doesn't really bother me, right?
Right.
'Cause I really tease more than anything else.
Yeah.
I really don't care.
Wait, JP, you cut up and tease?
I know, right?
Wait, what?
Shut the front door. So, but here's the thing, though. This is what I don't get, right? No, Gail, I am not 50. So here's where I go with this.
No, Gail will run with that.
Oh, you're 50 minus 1.
Yeah, Gail's gonna run with that.
Thank
And my dad says, "Good morning, Kath, and happy birthday, JP."
you there,
Which
Daddy-o.
means his wife has gotten him out of Facebook jail. He doesn't get himself put in Facebook jail, but his wife, who does not have an account, tends to get him put in Facebook jail.
And
So
then
we're
there's
glad
that.
you're out.
I'm glad you're out. So this is what I don't get. Okay, you turn 49.
Oh, Coach.
Why can't people just wish you a happy 49th birthday? Oh no, what they've got to say is, "Oh, you're almost 50."
I know.
Yeah, but okay, but I'm 49. I turned 49 on January 24th.
You're making it worse. Gail is typing something up as we
me.
speak.
Hit me.
Coach said 50 is old. Did he say 50 is old? Or that's old? 50 is old.
It's old. Well, you know
it?
what?
No, it's not.
Hey, let me tell you,
Yeah.
if it is, I'm glad I'm getting there.
Yeah, give it. I'll
65
take.
is Medicare.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Early Social Security at
Well,
62.
don't you think? I mean, you're kind of one of those like me. Age is a state of mind. As we both, go when we get up from sitting down for 2
Right.
hours with our knees. But
Right. Well, but again, my thing is let people be 49. Don't jump them to 40 yet.
to 50, you mean?
Yeah.
You said to 40.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I'm
he's going down.
I'm going
JP's going to be like,
backwards.
"Oh, I'm 40." Yes.
Hey,
Thank
Coach
you.
Kepke's on too. Good morning, Coach Kepke.
Oh, Coach Kepke, hey.
Hey, Doc Poplar says, "Good morning, old
Elizabeth.
man." Good morning from Periscope.
See, now everybody's going to be saying, "Oh,
I love
Periscope."
that.
I love that.
We've got somebody joining
I
us from
love it.
Periscope this morning. Dark Poplar this morning. Thanks, Elizabeth, for the birthday wishes. So, but just let 49-year-olds be 49. I'm going to start a Facebook page. Just be 49.
Just let a 49-year-old be a 49-year-old without
Right.
reminding them
Right.
that
They're gonna
50
be
is around the corner?
Yeah, I don't get that. I do evidently now, because it's a thing.
Well, I just think 50 is a big, just like 40's a big landmark. Those decade birthdays are just a big deal. Certain birthdays are a big deal. 13 because you're a teenager, 10 because you're double digits, 13 because you're a teenager, 16 because that's driver's license time, 18 because you're technically an adult, 21 because if you would like to purchase a cocktail legally, you may. What's another one? 25 was a big deal to me. And then, quarter of a century. For some reason, that just rang in my head. 30, but really, then again, it's 40's a big deal, and 50's a big deal. It just is.
Dark Poplar, memory problems already? Hey, that started at 30. Good luck with
That
that.
had nothing to do with age.
I've always, my theory is that my brain's a hard drive, right? And
Yes.
so, and I've got files in there.
Yes.
I now have way too many files.
Yeah, no trust. Well, why do you think I started when I turned like
I need
50?
a memory stick.
That is what alarms on my iPhone are to me. That's my reboot. Like I'll set something. No kidding. No kidding. I knew I wouldn't forget it, but just in case, because I don't trust myself, at 8:05, John's birthday alarm will be going off because I wanted to make sure that we sang, did something.
That's fine.
And that was just in case.
Well, you got me a doodaddy.
So in case you forget, there you go.
Oh,
Those are balloons. Did you break the balloon stick?
I didn't. The stick broke on me.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah, but you start setting alarms. My kids, it drives them nuts. But the funny thing is, my daughter doesn't live with me anymore. She's got her own place. But I took her. She had an annual doctor's visit the other day, and we're like, okay,
She's
let's
like,
make.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, let's make.
tell everybody
Yeah,
about
let's make a. Well, it's her well visit, so it's all good. But we're like,
Again, thank you, Mom.
Let's make an afternoon and an evening out of it. And the funny thing is, during dinner, an alarm kept going off, and I said, "Is that somebody trying to call you or text you?" And she said, "No, it's an alarm." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And it was to change the cat litter box. And she's like, "I've kind of gotten to the point that you're at where she goes, I set alarms for myself." She had some kind of paperwork she was filling out. She had an alarm that went off for that during dinner too. And I'm like, "Really, 21-year-old?"
Yeah, but I haven't adopted that yet, and it drives me crazy too.
Oh, CJ's like, that is the one thing when I go off to college I'm really looking forward to is not hearing your alarms go off all the time. And I said, hey, those alarms get us everywhere
Right,
and have
it
everything done and everything paid.
So,
So you're not there yet?
no, no, not
That's
there yet.
because you're only 49.
49, not
because
50.
you're a baby. You're
Let
49.
people be 49. I tell you what, where everybody else should be 49 as well is the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's coming around the corner, and
wouldn't it be great if it were Super Bowl 49?
yeah, that would be awesome.
That'd be kind of funny. The irony.
It's not Super Bowl
No,
49.
no, it's like 50
yeah, something.
something.
Some big Greek number.
Oh, it's already, yeah, it's.
Oh,
see,
well,
look,
get your jazzy self
It's
going.
already in the
Uh-huh.
50s.
So, but the segue into this is that if you think you're going to get away with being able to get a ticket for something less than your car, good luck, because
crazy.
what's going on is there's going to be fans, and I'm going to turn it over to Kathy. Kathy sent this over to me. And let her talk about that, and then we're going to break into some news about this weekend sports, and we're going to talk about
Big
the
weekend in sports.
Dallas Stars.
And yeah, because they're coming back from having been on lockdown
COVID
because
lockdown.
of the old COVID. So the Super Bowl this year, and I was wondering how they were going to handle this, but they're going to have 22,000 fans in attendance at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, including, and now I think this is very cool, 7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers. The NFL announced today. I mean, literally, this is like breaking news this morning for those sports fans of us. Those of us sports fans. How do you say that? Oh, well,
Sports
okay.
fans.
Yeah, there you go. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said in a news release that the healthcare workers will be guests of the league to thank them for their service during the coronavirus pandemic. I love this. I really do. I love that they're doing that. The healthcare workers will come from hospitals in Tampa and other areas in Central Florida, and they will receive free tickets to the game. His quote was, "These dedicated healthcare workers continue to put their own lives at risk to serve others, and we owe them an ongoing gratitude." Couldn't agree more. "We hope in a small way that this initiative will inspire our country and recognize these true American heroes. This is also an opportunity to promote the importance of the vaccination and appropriate health practices, including wearing masks in public settings. There will be 14,500 additional fans allowed to attend the Super Bowl at Raymond James Stadium. The NFL said that protocols for fans attending the games will include mandatory mask wearing, social distancing, which obviously they're going to be social distanced if you have that few people there, potted seating." So I wonder what they mean by that. Does that mean you're together with your group, or that you can have one of those shield things around you?
No. I know what.
What is it?
They're going to put potting soil down first, and then they're going to pot you, and It's gonna be
potted, as in
Yes, I know.
PODDED. What is it? Do you know what it is?
They're zip tying the seats.
So at the championship game, what they did was they put 4 or 2
Is your
seats
microphone on so people can actually hear you?
Can people hear you?
Oh,
No,
I wasn't
they
really
cannot. She's
talking
like
out
having
loud.
a
Well, no,
I was really,
yeah.
talking to you, but it's okay.
That's okay.
But you're talking
well,
to
yeah,
you.
but educate the crew, because I haven't been to a sports event since the pandemic.
Well, at the championship game, what they did was zip tie majority of the seats. So I guess they set a capacity of how many people can be in the stadium.
Okay.
And then they separate you. So as you buy tickets and you buy in groups, you have to stick with your ticket number, and then the seats next to your section or your group is zip tied, and the few behind you, or however many feet they have it.
However
they zip
much
tie
they-
the seats, so nobody can still.
Okay,
Kind of.
so you can't in the middle of the game get up and start creeping up 2 rows, and then you're right next to
The seats
another
would be
family or
zip
something.
tied, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so thank you, Chambrielle, our brilliant intern who helps keep us on our toes. Where was I on here? Okay, touchless concession stands and other security checkpoints. So I guess touchless. So I guess it's going to be where is it? There's one place that I went the other day, and it was. You have to do self-checkout. I think it was a CVS or something. You have to do a self-checkout and bag your own stuff. So I wonder if it's going to be some kind of system like that. Florida is proud to host the Super Bowl at Raymond James Studio. Okay. It's Venture X Studios at Raymond James Stadium.
Venture X Studios.
In Tampa to crown the champion of the unprecedented NFL season, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said. So everybody's super excited about that. The Super Bowl is February 7th, which will be right before Valentines, which we're going to be talking about Valentines. We're kicking off a Valentines series because literally it's right around the corner. And if you haven't made reservations yet, you might be too late. This time last year, it was normal Super Bowl talk, JP. It was normal playoff talk. It was normal Valentine's Day talk because the pandemic had not hit us yet. We had not yet started having the orders like shelter in place and things of that nature. Now, Chambrielle heard something, and I don't doubt it. How much did you say? So how many tickets? Okay, so there's 7,500 tickets are going free to healthcare workers in the Tampa and Central Florida area, which I think is fantastic.
22,000 people that are supposed to
Well,
be
there
on.
are. So that means if 7,500 are free, 14,500 are not. And oh my goodness.
Well,
How
and
much, Chambrielle,
did they
for
say
a
they're-
ticket?
Did they say they're doing a lottery? How do you get a ticket?
That's a good question.
I promise you it's not first come, first serve because normally with the Super Bowl the year before, you've got to put in for it for the next year.
I mean, yeah, you've got to put in advance. Wait, turn your microphone back on.
How do you get them, though?
And how much are they if you can get one of the non-free tickets?
The cheapest ticket was $7,750.
And Chambrielle
I'm going to write a check.
has
For me?
just... Oh, she already said she bought 5 tickets.
Oh, good job. The
So
new truck-
thanks.
Well, it's her new trucking company.
I was going to say, trucking's
when
doing
you're the
very
youngest
well.
trucking pioneer,
The youngest woman
youngest
in trucking.
woman in trucking,
You get highlighted.
pioneer, you get highlighted.
You get highlighted on the local news.
The local news. Yay, Chambrielle! So, for those of you just catching on here, Chambrielle was highlighted.
We're a mess.
She opened up a company, a trucking company, where she sends people out to go move merchandise or product, and was highlighted as one of the youngest in industry. And so, look at there. And
Isn't that awesome?
It is. Well, you know what I thought was awesome too is that she's like, you didn't know if this thing was going to go or not, but I knew that God would take care of me. And
she's a
look at that.
a
And
young
I'm
lady who is
paraphrasing, by the way,
strong in her faith, and I it's when I meet somebody
Refreshing.
like
I stole your
Chambrielle.
word. It's
Refreshing. It is. Well, when I met Chambrielle, it's one of those things, and especially the older you get, and I'm the oldest out of all of us here, so because JP is just a mere baby at age 49. Happy birthday, 49-year-old. We're gonna make a big deal about 49.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, I mean, you start when you get older. I don't know if you get you kind of start getting a little bit hard around the edges, but you look at the younger generation. Like I was and I talked about this on the air, I think sometime last year. One of my son's last scouting trip, camp out. I went to the academy and it was probably going to spend $150 on camping equipment, and so I'm over looking for help because I don't know what I'm getting, and like 3 young people who are employees there walk by me. I'm like, can I get some help? And they're like, I'll get somebody.
No, we'll get you somebody.
One person said, I'll get you somebody. The other 2 were just in on their phones, and I'm like, am I invisible? Mm-hmm. Can you not hear me? Am I talking out loud? I was so upset. I called the store manager I said, I am inside of your store. I am standing outside of an aisle where I have been passed over by 3 young people. So point being, when I meet somebody like Chambrielle's like, well, what do I have to do with camping in the academy or academic sports or whatever their name is? I meet Chambrielle and I'm like, she breaks all the molds. She's, first of all, she's very strong in her faith and not embarrassed to say it. She is also just an extremely hard worker, very tenacious, very success-oriented, and not afraid to jump out and try other things. Chambrielle's going to be doing a show on our network here pretty soon.
Next week
Oh,
will be the launch.
Is it next week?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yay.
It
So, that's good. Like for an old person like me, that restores my faith in humanity. It really does. And I know you're the same way. I mean, you've been helping youth all your life.
Yes.
And so when you come across somebody at a young age who's got it together, it's nice. They'll take care of us in the nursing home.
Well, we're always taking interns. I have always had an intern program
Yep.
in whatever I've done.
Yep.
And when Bree called us and said Faye Curtis told me that,
And Faye Curtis were the magic words there.
Right.
Faye,
Well, yeah,
Faye
if
recommends
Faye
you.
says it, you're golden.
That's the highest praise you get.
and so it gave us a chance. Remember when we had Kelly?
Callie, yeah,
Or Callie,
yeah,
not Kelly,
oh yeah,
pardon
yeah,
me.
she was great.
And she interned with us from Collin College.
And she's working for a radio station now, and
turned into a
she's on
full-time
air and does a
career.
whole gig.
That's right,
Oh yeah,
with
she's
KLTY.
great. Yep.
So I love watching young people develop and then
blossom.
move on and
Yep.
do great things. And I know that Bree is already doing great things and will continue to do great things. Miss Sophie has referred somebody to us. And so I've got to make
Love
a phone
it.
call today.
Love
so
it,
I
love it,
can
love it.
Bring another intern on and help us out and learn the ropes and see how crazy Kathy and I are behind the scenes. But that's what family
Oh
is, right?
Lord have mercy.
So, but in talking sports, again, it's
That's an expensive ticket,
well,
JP.
well, it's always been an expensive ticket. I want to say that
Is it-
when I've gone into the lottery in the past, I want to say they told me the tickets you had to put a deposit down,
Right.
And I think that my starting ticket was going to be like $1,500 depending on where I got pulled.
Yeah, and now I know people who have gone to the Super Bowl, but it's been under $2,500.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's there. I mean, it's expensive.
and I'm sure there are people who will pay 10,
Oh.
20. There,
Yeah,
and this year,
$100,000.
This year, yeah, I would imagine there will be people who have got some big money, deep pockets, who will be willing to drop some serious cash.
Yeah, there's no doubt
Yep.
in my mind. But with that being said, what I'm getting at is things are starting to open up. Sporting events are starting to open up again. And so it's intriguing to watch how the federal government is going to respond. Because our new president has said and been clear that he wants sports shut down until we get past COVID-19.
Which
And-
when is that even going to be with COVID-19? We've got another strain. It's mutated and taken,
Right.
and supposedly this one may be more contagious and all this kind of stuff. I see this kind of being something like, I don't know.
Well, hold that thought while you don't
yeah.
know. So Tony Fauci has now reemerged again, and yesterday in his commentary, pretty much put down our late president, or not late,
No,
president,
not late,
our retired,
Our former president.
our retired
yes.
president. And it's like, stay out of the politics if you're going to be Mr. Science. And so it's going to be curious to see how sports gets to react and respond as sports now are beginning to open up. So the Super Bowl is seating people. Tonight, the Dallas Stars will finally get to hit the ice. They were COVID-19 quarantined. They will take on the Predators at home at 7:30, and they're allowing 5,000 fans
Yes.
to be in attendance at the Dallas
5,000
Stars.
lucky fans.
Right. And then they
so
also
excited
play
for the
tomorrow
Stars
night
to
as
start,
well.
Start up again.
Yeah, they also play tomorrow night as well. And so
Charles said Charles Gura said, and good morning, he said, this is their first movie to be in a theater? Huh?
whose movie?
Oh, Piper's ready to intern. Oh, I will take that girl
We'll take her.
any day. We'll take her. Charles, explain what you mean. Maybe I missed a comment, or he may be doing an analogy of that. So yeah.
So
Yeah, and Nathan said what I'm trying to say is, COVID is a virus. It's never going away ever. To me, this is like something we're going to have to learn to live with, like the flu. That I mean, you can be vaccinated and then get the other strain, and then it doesn't matter anyways.
right. Well,
So then, does the new president want the sports to be shut down just indefinitely? And boy, does he want to see all kinds of mental health issues come out of that, and abuse issues, and divorce, and all kinds of crazy stuff. A lot of people use sports as their outlet. That's where they go and kind of let off some steam because they've worked hard all week.
well, it allows us to escape
Yes.
and get into a different world and enjoy it. And
Yep.
so, anyways, the Stars have opened up, and
Yay,
so you can
go
go
Stars.
and you can go catch the Stars. Also, other big news, and I'm super excited about this. Well, before I get super excited about that, let's go ahead and close out some NFL news before I go too much further. Big games this weekend. All playing some of that. That was
Yeah,
a new
and
language,
that
by the
too.
way. Yeah. All being played on Sunday. The Buccaneers will lead off.
You know, we just kid and jest because we love you.
Oh God, yes. I don't take it at all wrong. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I grew up in a family where being teased was like a common
Yes.
ground. If you weren't teased, like immediately,
then you're in trouble.
Then, yeah, you weren't.
Something's
loved.
going on.
But the Tampa Bay Packers.
Where's that whiskey?
I turned 49. I need some Inchmitten. Bring me some Inchmitten. I need a single malt scotch. So the Buccaneers take on the Packers in the NFC Championship game. That'll be Sunday at 2:05 p.m. as kickoff. Then the Bills and the Chiefs kick off at 5:40 p.m. And of course,
Michelle's already KC with all her red and yellow hearts.
Good luck. Do I think we'll take the AFC first? Do I think that the Kansas City Chiefs will take down the Buffalo Bills? I do. I think the Chiefs have it in them. I think whether they start Chad Henne or they start Pat Mahomes, I just don't think the Bills have it.
Well, and I think
Not their
again,
year.
Kansas City, they're hungry. They're still, and this has been such a unique season. They are literally, because the season didn't start until later, and it's been like I said, a very different type of season. They're still riding high from last year. You know, I guess when I think about football, I do think about Kansas City. That's who comes to mind. Well, Dak, I think about his injury when I think about football this season, but I think about Kansas City because because of the pandemic, my mindset is kind of still back in last year's Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, so here's the thing, and Coach Quigley has pointed out that Mahomes has not been released yet, and that's why I had said whether Chad Henne is starting or Mahomes is starting,
Yep.
I believe that Kansas City will go through and win that football game. And just to clarify, Chuck Gurr put in there that 2 young girls that he knows, they will be selling tickets in a couple weeks to a movie that they have made, and that Cinemark has signed them to play in their theaters.
wait, is that what he said?
Yeah, he said we had missed his earlier commentary.
Oh, Ann said that. Okay, sorry about that, Charles. I was wondering. I knew Charles didn't just randomly put stuff out there. Oh, she said Fauci is BFFs with Hillary.
Oh, yeah.
No surprise there. Okay, so what did he say? So it's
It's 2 young girls that he knows. They're going to be selling tickets because Cinemark has signed them and their movie.
Oh, how cool is that? Put a link to that.
Very cool.
That's awesome. Have you been to a movie theater since the pandemic started?
Yes. Oh gosh, yes.
Okay. I have not.
I went. Remember, I told you, I went and watched Dirty Dancing.
You went and saw an old. Y'all went and saw an old
Dirty
movie. That's
Dancing.
like an iPick or something like that.
Yes.
You and Deanna and Chuck. Okay,
Yes.
that's right. I haven't.
See, and I want to go to this
That's
new one
odd.
up off of 380 in the Tollway. It looks like it's cool.
Ooh.
It's one of those dinner theater type ones, you know.
I love those.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
a
those.
new Cinemark.
Oh,
There, see, that's it right there. Can I? Yeah.
wish John a happy birthday, everybody.
Can I go over and just slap her? I'm gonna slap that alarm.
There you go. Oh, I love it.
Out of control.
I love it.
Those are the alarms that CJ and I are talking about, by the way.
Oh, but it worked.
So, here's the thing, right? Buffalo Bills, I just don't think it's their year. I don't think Allen has enough gas in the tank to carry the Buffalo offense. And so I see the Chiefs getting into the Super Bowl. Then let's talk Buccaneers-Packers. Of course, and this is interesting because probably about a third of the country is like, we're so sick and tired of Tom Brady. Just go retire.
No.
No, I'm
I think
serious.
this. No. I know. I agree. I know that. I know people are like that, and I was one of those. I was not a big fan of his when he was with the Bills, or the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Thank
Right.
you. Anyways,
Still the AFC. You were
yeah,
close.
somewhere in that.
And it was
Don't
cold.
they have red, white, and blue uniforms?
cold.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
they
go.
do, yeah.
Okay, go figure. Not a big fan, but with Tampa Bay, I find myself rooting for him.
Well, and that's going to be like the other 2/3 of the country. They're like picking him as a sentimental choice, which I think is kind of hilarious, only because the guy's got so many Super Bowl rings anyways.
Oh yeah, is he? I
I
mean,
mean,
he's
he and
having to go
Terry
on
Bradshaw-
second hand,
Yeah, he
right?
and Terry Bradshaw could be hanging out together. I mean, so the bottom line is that it's interesting that Brady is a bit of a sentimental choice when he's won a Super Bowl. It's not like Jim Kelly with the Buffalo Bills, where that guy made it to the Super Bowl 3 times and got smoked by the Cowboys. just about each time, or 2 times it got
I
smoked
was
by
gonna
the
say,
Cowboys.
wow, memories.
Yeah. I don't even
Back, I've literally, like I've always said, the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, since they have, I have birthed 2 human beings, one to adult age, the other one almost to adult age. Something's wrong. I was a high school teacher back at Plano East the last time the Cowboys won a Super Bowl.
Well, let's
That was
put
a
it this
long
way.
time ago.
Bree wasn't even born yet.
Oh, goodness gracious, no.
I love that. I love being able to say that.
Yeah, well, she wasn't.
2 years later, yeah.
Well, but still.
So the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers are going to be awaiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's a home game for the Packers. It's going to be ice cold.
I'm with
Good
Gail.
luck.
She said that Tom Brady's not human. He's a robot. She's like, I kind of like him now. I find myself
Right.
liking him this season too, Gail. I get you. Yeah.
I mean, you guys are not the only ones.
Yeah.
I mean, and here's the thing. You ready for this? Not
Aaron
me.
Rodgers, he's phenomenal. Yeah,
Not me.
He's phenomenal.
I have not drank the Tampa Bay Buccaneer Tom Brady juice. I want him going
Well,
down.
and Coach is right. Aaron Rodgers, he is a phenomenal player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Phenomenal player. Doesn't he do a State Farm commercial or something?
I don't know. I don't watch TV. Remember?
Not a sponsor. They could be.
I will tell
I
you
think
this.
he does a really funny one.
I will tell you this, though. A lot of Hall of Fame quarterbacks are going to be taking the field on Sunday. And that's kind of cool. I can
what?
tell you to play football. Tom Brady's a Hall of Famer.
You mean future Hall of Fame?
Right. Well, they're
okay.
Hall of Fame. They're there. I mean, they've enshrined at this point.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Now,
easy and yeah.
talking future, Pat Mahomes.
Oh,
Because he'll be ready
yeah.
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
also Josh Allen. This guy's got a heck of a career in front of him.
Yeah.
I promise you, this is just the beginning of the Buffalo Bills being in the playoffs. And so watch out for this guy.
well, the Bills. Fred was saying the Bills are the only team to get to 4 Super Bowls in a row. True.
Right. And then poor Jim Kelly couldn't get it in the end zone on that deal. So, which was good for the Dallas
Have I
Cowboys.
had lipstick on my teeth this whole time?
Let
and
me
you didn't
see.
tell me. Well, it's off now.
Well, I can't tell.
Okay.
Yeah, there's none there now.
Yeah, why? Because I just wiped it off.
Well, I would tell you.
Okay, thanks. No, and actually he would. He has before.
Well, yeah, I just could, I can't honestly.
I just couldn't see you, honey.
right, pretty much. So, anyways, Packers Chiefs Super Bowl is my prediction, and then Packers win in the Super Bowl. So that is my prediction there. NHL, let's go ahead and cover some of the standings early on here in the NHL. I don't think anything surprising here in the Central Division. Tampa Bay's got 3 wins, no losses. They are just, again, hitting all pistons. Florida Panthers also the same way. They're 2-0. The Predators are 2-1. And the Hurricanes and the Red Wings are 2-2. Blue Jackets, not so hot already so far. They're 1-2. And then the Blackhawks are starting off like they ended last year, 0-3-1. So good
This
luck
is the
there.
Stars' year. This is our year.
It is. And the Stars, of course, they don't have a win or a loss yet because they haven't gotten to play. Eastern Division, Philadelphia Flyers are off to a hit, 3-1-1. The Islanders, 3-1. The Capitals are 2-0. And so watch out for them. The Bruins, 2-1-1. Penguins, 2-2. Rangers are 1-2. And the Sabres are 1-3. No big surprise there. Let's head out to the West, catch up on some hockey news. The Golden Knights, and this is the thing. Chris and I have talked about the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
Oh, yes.
And, man, last year they were way beyond what their record should have been, and then they fell off like the Vancouver Canucks.
Right.
This year, I don't know that's what you're looking for. I think that your finals, I truly believe your divisional final game will be between will be between the Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars, and whoever wins that will end up in the NHL finals. So Golden Knights I predict early, and then the Wild are 3-1, the Blues 2-1-1, the Avalanche are 2-2, Kings are 1-1, the Sharks are 2-2, Coyotes are 1-2, and the Ducks are 1-2 as well. Heading into the North Division, the Canadiens are 3-0. The Winnipeg Jets are 3-1. Toronto Maple Leafs 3-2. The Calgary Flames are 2-0-1. The Edmonton Oilers 2-3. The Vancouver Canucks. My team is not starting off hot this year.
What are they?
They're 2-4. I'm not pleased. And then the Ottawa Senators 1-2.
But the great thing is, like the NBA, the NHL, your season can turn around so quickly for the better or for the worse. So, yeah.
So I'm telling Henry that ice cream makes you pretty.
Yay! And Henry, it does. We need to have Henry on here. We need to zoom
do.
him in from his shop.
Well, because I love Henry.
Get some folks going out there, and they've got a COVID-friendly environment. He's still selling literally the best ice cream out there. It is
Oh,
so
it is.
good.
The cream
Yeah, and
content's
you know,
amazing.
And you know what I missed this year? You and I are usually judges at the big pajama party get-together that they do to raise money for cancer. Hope we get to do that next year. You know, hope with the pandemic we're able to do that, because we certainly love being judges out there and dressing up in our PJs and all that kind of fun stuff.
Absolutely. And Michelle goes, are we doing March Madness? Absolutely.
Well, yeah, 'cause last year we didn't have it.
No March Madness.
Oh gosh, Michelle, that's right. Because
March
Michelle
Madness.
always
Hey, Larry, thank you for
us
the
up
happy
for
birthday
the
video. Fred, thank you, my friend.
yeah. She always hooks us
Loco,
up.
good morning. Yeah.
Good morning. And that's why it was completely canceled last year. And I always felt bad for those seniors who didn't get. I mean, March Madness. You know, even if you don't go on to play for the NBA, which you know the majority of the
Will not go
collegiate
on.
the
That's
players
correct.
they don't. What it's like your chances of making the NBA, you've got a better chance of being struck by lightning twice. I mean, that's how tough it is to make it in that sport. But yeah, so hopefully, if there's March Madness, oh Michelle, please, we would love to do that. That's always fun.
Absolutely.
We have a very scientific way that JP and I do our picks.
It's fun. We just go and we dole them out. Yeah. Kathy one year got like every number 1, number 2, and number 3 pick, and the rest of us got the number 19 pick.
Yeah, it was like the craziest thing. And I'm like, I'm not.
I was like,
I was having to take
The
pictures to
randomness.
document it. Yeah. Yeah.
So moving on to college baseball. Way super excited. Come and join me, because I am going to go
Yep.
online today and see if I can buy tickets.
Ooh.
College baseball 2021 State Farm College Baseball Showdown
That-
has been announced.
That's going to be awesome.
February 19th through the 21st at
Maybe
Globe Life Field.
Jana could maybe get you tickets.
Well, this is in Dallas. This is at Ranger Stadium.
Right,
If it was
right.
at Kansas City, yes.
Okay. But
Yeah,
but she's
I
got
don't-
hooked. She has got hooked up everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm
That would be a blast to go to that.
Yeah, no, I'm going to buy tickets. I'm going to go as a fan.
People are so pumped about that.
Yes. And
You
so,
should get a press pass.
Nah, I want to go as a fan.
You just wanna go
I want to
enjoy.
go as a fan. So Big 12 is going to take on the SEC. All 6 squads are in the top 10. I wish Florida was in this grouping. They're not, but that's okay.
Who's in there?
Mississippi
okay.
State.
Okay.
Ole Miss and Arkansas from the
Okay.
Southeast Conference
Okay.
will take on Texas, Texas Tech, and
gosh.
TCU.
Oh my god, this is going to be so much fun.
Yes.
Let me know about tickets.
I will.
Yeah, let me know about
I will.
tickets. When is that going to be?
February 19th through
Okay,
the 21st.
that's going to be a blast.
I will be out of commission February the 19th through the 21st. Don't call me. I will be
Do
busy.
not text. Do not send a message.
So, yeah, I mean, I absolutely...
That will be a complete blast.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I love college baseball
You're
anyways.
huge. I was going to say you're one of the most ginormous college baseball fans
Yes.
out there. When I heard this announced earlier this morning, I you know, that's one of those things that you're like, oh yay, you feel like a little bit of getting back to normal, kind of. That's like a normal fun thing, and again, we need, as human beings, we need these outlets. This is part of, American pop culture. This is part of our American way of life. You know, lump it or leave it, whatever. Right. Love it, lump it, leave it, whatever that saying is. It's part of who we are as Americans. And to deny us things like that and those opportunities, again, and we're getting ready. As a matter of fact, we mentioned this before, but we're going to be kicking off here in the next few weeks a separate just mental health moment as its own show. Really excited about that. And unfortunately, some of the future guests we've talked to are talking about mental illness and depression during this pandemic. The part of that reason is because we've been cut off from the very things we love.
Right. Well, and they're even talking about, and I'm going to hold off till Monday on that, but tune in Monday when I talk about the therapist collapse.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear more about
The pandemic
that.
therapist collapse. So talk about that more on Monday.
Yep.
So shifting out of sports, but again, a lot going on. The NBA is going on. There's going to be Supercross that's going on. I think there's even a big truck event going on as well. So get a chance, tune in, enjoy your sports. A lot going to be happening this weekend. All right. Let's shift for just a moment. And I hate getting serious on Friday, but I can't let this go by. How about thousands of guardsmen forced to vacate the Capitol and sleep in a parking garage? Have any of you seen the pictures on this?
Yeah,
It makes me sick to my stomach. First of all, how many of us saw Hunger Games? Raise your hand. Okay.
Oh, and wait, what is the?
Oh, yeah, there
Is
we
this
go.
is this the Hunger Games sign?
I believe
Was
so.
that right?
Wasn't that the Hunger Games sign?
I think so. Okay.
Chambriel, Jacob Gura sent us something to play in our email, probably about a week and a half ago. And I want to incorporate that. Just go in there and search Jacob Gura. And so at the end of this, I want you to play that effect for me. All right. So, again, thousands of guardmen forced to vacate the Capitol. Again, I don't know if you've seen the pictures. It's obnoxious to watch that we have called these men and women out of their homes, out of their cities, out of their businesses to come to the Capitol to supposedly keep the Capitol safe. Does any of this ring a bell with you with listening to Hunger Games? I mean, I feel like we're moving towards a North Korea type atmosphere.
I don't know what kind of world.
Next
it is.
thing, we're going to have a big monitor
all I know is we need to
on
be,
the highways.
All I know is we need to pray for our country.
So
pray for America.
When you look through this, it's just amazing at what could happen. I mean, you had a unit that was resting in the Dirksen Senate office building, and they were abruptly told, not, hey, you know what, we're doing some security protocols. We need to move you guys out of the building if you don't mind coming this way. Oh, no. You have to vacate the facility. This was on Thursday. They were forced to rest in a nearby parking garage without internet, without reception, one electrical outlet, one bathroom with 2 stalls for 5,000 troops.
That is not America.
Well, it's
That
not
is
my
not.
America.
It's not. It's
Now
that should be unacceptable.
Well, but here's what's funny though. You ready for this? You ready for the humor in this? The irony of politics. If all of you are not so sick and tired of politics, then there's something wrong with you.
Binge watch Cobra Kai and The Crown.
Exactly. Yesterday, dozens of senators and congressmen walked down the line taking pictures with the very people that they had vacate the building and go in the parking garage. How many of us want to throw up?
I just did a little bit in my mouth.
As soon as they had their pictures, they banished them.
I mean, and again, so are we using them as a prop? Are they there so people think that these supposed Trump rioters, oh my goodness, they're coming to get us, and oh my goodness. And then are we taking pictures with law enforcement to put on our social media so we can get reelected in 2022? But then we're not even so much as giving them a sandwich or, an out, like I said, you said an outlet, one bathroom.
Yeah,
With that many people,
one bathroom, 2 stalls, 5,000 people.
How's that going to work out?
Can
for
you imagine the line?
No.
Right. So here's the thing. And then we get a reaction. After Politico and then several others report this, we get a reaction from our buddy Chuck Schumer, who he tweets. And again, this is I hate this. I hate it. Just take action. If you're truly good at heart and you're wanting to, don't tell everybody about it. Just go do it. Go take action. But no, you got to tweet it. If this is true, it's outrageous. I will get to the bottom of this. Well, Chuck, they were in your building. How did you not know they were being vacated? You couldn't hear 5,000 people, marching out? Not that all of them were in that building.
First of all, if you don't know what's going on, then you know what? You're in the wrong gig. You're not observant enough. Please, they're briefed on everything.
You're the Senate Majority Leader.
You are literally briefed on everything. When you are an elected official and there is something going on. When I was county commissioner, and that's county commissioner, that's not United States Senate. When I was county commissioner, we were briefed, we were overbriefed. I mean, you knew about anything that you needed to know with the weather, with law enforcement, with taxpayer dollars, with health care, with CPS, all of the different things that it encompasses. You know about that. So I'm sorry. If you don't know, then your head's in the sand and your constituents back home need to put somebody else in.
Well, the Capitol Police, they liked to apologize.
Yeah, Fred said they were a prop. And that
to the guardsmen.
Well, okay.
So they've apologized. So everything should be good now.
So now it's all fine. Everything's forgiven. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, and here's my other question. Again, I don't want to hear this on TV anymore. The Capitol, because I truly feel like we're moving towards a Hunger Games type movement here. We've got all these troops that are still in D.C.
Oh, well,
why?
Governor Abbott has called for the Texas State Guard. He's like, I want my guardsmen back home in Texas where they belong.
Right. I mean,
good for him.
I don't understand
Good for him.
why we're still there.
I think it's because you've got a very liberal mayor in D.C. who called for these troops to come in. I believe that's the chain of commands as far as who asked for this security or who asked for some of this. You've got liberal folks who are in charge who want to give the appearance that we need to be fearful because of all of these Trump rioters. And I'm not dismissing any bad behavior, anything illegal, anything against law and order that was done at the Capitol on January 6th. Those people will be brought to justice, and rightfully so. We'll be able to find out, were they Antifa, were they QAnon, were they just random people, what were they? We'll be able to find that out.
Right.
What I don't understand is last year, or 4 years ago, when President Trump was inaugurated, it was your normal inauguration because we weren't in a pandemic, and Antifa rioted. They remember that?
Yes.
I mean, literally bashed in businesses, bashed in car windows, sat cars on fire. I mean, there were like limousine drivers and taxi cab drivers that I remember seeing on the news in tears because they said, my car was just burned and that is my livelihood. I have no way to put food on the table for my family. So that was allowed to go on. But now we've got this pseudo, oh my goodness, we should all be very fearful. I think it's to perpetuate fear. And here's the thing, while I have the utmost respect for our Capitol, every time I've had the privilege of going to DC and touring our monuments or heck, being part of the inauguration, getting to sit, at a very close proximity and going to 2 inaugurations, very honored, going through the White House, going through the Capitol, utmost respect for that. But at the end of the day, that's not we the people. The Capitol in D.C. is not we the people. We the people are the folks who are out there making a living, working hard, trying to raise a family, trying to be a decent law-abiding citizen. Where's our attention? What are we? So everybody gets this celebrity status? I just don't get it.
Yeah,
we the people are America,
I agree.
not DC, not the Capitol.
Well, it's becoming that way. Look for the Hunger Games coming to a Washington D.C. near you. Oh, sorry.
Was that your
was
outside
bad.
voice?
That was my outside voice. All right. So with that being said, Bree, did you find what I was talking about? Yes, guess what? Congress, the mayor of D.C., and the police department in D.C., Bree, they win today's. You got to play it.
Oh, did you want me to play?
Yes. That was your cue. We blew the cue on the first one. I always do. All right, here we go. You win the first.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No time for that. That's right. You get the ain't nobody got no time for that.
I love it. There's a video.
Yeah, there just ain't no time for that.
Well, and she's selling. I want to find her barbecue sauce. What was the name of it?
I think it's
Sweet Mamas or
Sweet
something.
Mamas, I think.
I've got to find that because I'm going to put that link out there. I want to get some of this.
Yeah, we ain't got no time for that.
That's America, by the way. You take an opportunity where tragedy
It may be
struck.
Sweet Brown.
Okay. Tragedy struck at her apartment complex. And God bless her, her interview went viral, obviously. It got turned into like YouTube sensation. And she took advantage of it. And you know what? She's probably going to be able to afford a Super Bowl ticket,
Probably.
But that's America. That's the resilience of Americans, not what's going on at
Jake
Capitol.
can put us a clip that's just a clip that says, I ain't got no time for that. So we want to clip that one so I can give that award out. Because I'll be giving that award out every day now.
For the rest of your life.
For the rest of my life, because I just love that way too much. All right, so getting out of that and moving towards the Valentine's Day, because I just got an email. I am going to have to leave a little early, Kathy, so I'm going to be turning it over to you here shortly. So Valentine's Day is coming around the corner. If you have not pandemic your sweetheart, then you're not going to get to go do much, because I'll tell you, with limited seating, first of all, Valentine's Day is a mess anyways. If you're not putting your your order in by 2 weeks or 3 weeks in advance, you can almost say good luck in being able to get a dinner reservation. In fact, I abandoned going out on Valentine's Day because it was such a natural disaster.
Even in the past, you're saying?
Yeah.
We went out.
I'll go the weekend after.
Yeah, see, we went on Valentine's Day last weekend. Of course, it was before the pandemic. Did a double date with some friends of ours. And I want to say my girlfriend, she made... I want to say we had plans for that Valentine's night like a month in advance. I want to say she got reservations a month in advance. And now I would imagine, and so I'd love to ask the crew. And by the way, I found Sweet Mama Brown's
barbecue sauce?
barbecue marinade and catering.
Oh, there you go.
Love her.
Yeah.
So anyways, so if I want to know who's made reservations, who hasn't. I know Michael and I are
crew,
like,
talk about
because if you're a restaurant at 50% capacity or even 75% capacity,
Bree,
what does
flash our
that look
phone number
like?
on the screen.
What
would
does
you?
that look like?
Hey, call in. Would love to hear your take on Valentine's Day. Have you been bittered by the commercialization of Valentine's Day? Do you participate in the commercialization?
Do you think it's just a Hallmark
I do.
opportunity?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know, but it's fun though.
I've said that every year.
Well, and we want to know, like, what's your best Valentine's Day? What's your worst Valentine's Day? Do you have a good date? Do you have a bad date, a fun date? I've got a great Valentine's Day memory. That's Michael proposed to me on Valentine's Day. So I've always got that as a really good memory in my head. So, but so we've got a reason in addition to Valentine's Day, which I guess it's Valentine's Day is the reason he proposed, but we've got a reason to celebrate. But a lot of people are just kind of like, eh. And then do you get your significant other or husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever the case may be, do you get them a present?
Right.
Well, will you be getting your lady friend a present this year?
Of course.
See, and this is what's funny. JP is literally the definition of hopeless romantic. You look it up in the dictionary, not the Urban Dictionary, the real dictionary, and it has JP's face going.
Oh, you know it does.
Or no, doing this, like toddlers and tiaras.
Oh, yeah. And that is me. I do love Valentine's Day, but call in and talk
yeah,
to us.
But you think it's gone commercial. You think it's gone commercial.
Oh, I do. But it doesn't mean I don't do it. I mean,
yeah,
I just think it has.
Please.
It is what it is.
Yes.
But call us, 214-494-1244.
That's 214-494-1244.
So, so it's let us know what you're doing on Valentine's Day, or what your thoughts are. Michelle's already shared that she's staying home with the kids. They're going to make heart pizzas and surf and turf.
Fun.
I'm going to Michelle's.
And Michelle, thank you for the invitation.
Right. And then Piper has her birthday on the 16th of February.
Yes, she's a Valentine's baby.
Yeah.
Gosh, she is literally, whenever Coach sends us a picture of Piper, and it's usually she's dressed up like Frozen, or she's dressed up like a mermaid or a unicorn or something. Literally, I go, oh my gosh, I scream out loud when I see her pictures because it hurts so much. She's so cute.
I sent you, Bree, a bad idea for Valentine's Day. If you are...
Oh, Gail, I like Valentine's Day. I get presents.
Right. If you are...
Steve is a smart man.
if you are out there and you're just starting in a relationship, right, you may want to avoid some of these types of gifts. Or even if you're not, right? Because some of them are just probably not a good idea. And some of them I can't even put on here because they're that bad. But this one I can. If you're in a new relationship,
yeah.
or you're thinking of start one,
when you're married 10 years, this is funny.
Yeah. Well,
Outside
you heard
of that,
what Kathy said.
no.
It's funny.
No, yeah,
So,
no.
Yeah, you may not want to give this one away, just because I'm saying. And I can't put, but if you want to know some other ideas, thevillagevoice.com is a great place to go for 10 bad ideas on Valentine. Because again, I can't read this coupon out on the air.
No.
So one of the other things that you might want to avoid, hobby-related Valentine's gifts. Of course, there's an impulse to do it.
Okay.
Right? But what you're really saying with golf, fishing, sewing, or other hobbies is it's a sign of devotion. I release you to your private world of which I can never be a part of.
There you go.
So you don't want that. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. Don't do that. Also, how about sweets for my sweetheart junk food basket? They're saying, yeah, if you weigh over 300 pounds and are belong to the National Association to Advance Heart Attacks, then you might want to go that way.
You might want to get a basket of snacks.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. They say.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say no. I think. And I think you know the person. Maybe you just, and I think this is one of those things you decide up ahead of time. I would say if you're new to a relationship, are we going to exchange gifts, or do we want to make dinner with each other the gift, or do we want to cook? My favorite part of Valentine's last year was when we came home and I did a photo shoot with Kira. Which, of course, I got like one good picture out of that. And everybody's like, oh, she's so cute. Oh, my God, look at that perfect little pose. And I'm like, would you like to see the other 279 pictures that are just a blur?
Of course. So the number 10 one was the doormat. Don't buy the Valentine's Day doormat for your sweetheart.
Now, okay, and having been married for a while, I'd be okay with a cool, like a patriotic doormat or something like that.
Valentine's Day. Not patriotic doormat, like your heart, right?
I'd be okay with that.
No, but what does it say?
Probably not right off the bat. I would have preferred something a little more romantic.
Yeah, but they say the significance of that is you're now inviting people to wipe his or her feet on your heart.
Oh, well,
So-
I wouldn't mind, if Michael's listening, I wouldn't mind a cute Valentine's Day doormat. Of course, my mom always gets us seasonal doormats anyway, so we're hooked up for the rest of our lives. Thanks, Alta. And guys, here's the thing. It does not matter what your woman's body type is, shape, size, anything like that. You cannot go wrong with some kind of feminine, lingerie.
Well, sure.
Even if it's, it may be a satin robe or just like a little, the little spaghetti stripe, kind of like a slip, but it's got colors or some kind of fun print on it. You can't ever go wrong with that. Or a really fun, comfy, cute pair of like satin pajama pants,
What about the pajama top?
Well, what about it?
Well,
If you just get the pajama pants, what is that insinuating?
Time to head to the bedroom.
Okay, you could do a cute little camisole or something. But also, I'm telling you, and I'm holding it in my hand. One of mine and JP's favorite places. Boy, I wish they were a sponsor. Bath and Body Works.
Oh, yeah.
And at Valentine's Day, they've always got a bajillion things on sale. Not as much on sale as their 75% off sale, which is the greatest thing ever. Their semi-annual sale. But go and do some smell good, some lotion, massage oil spray or something. That's fun.
That is fun. Those are nice too.
Yeah.
Hey, I need you to go to this one I sent you, but I need you to go down to number 6. Like, quickly bypass number 5, I think, or 4. Don't want that out there. But number 6, you've got to see on Bad Ideas.
James Avery is another good one for Valentine's Day.
Absolutely.
Always.
But get there early, I'm telling you. And if you're going to order something off Amazon,
but and that's why we
better
decided
order
to start
now.
talking about this today, because we've got we need you need to hop on top of Valentine's Day, because again, it's not like you're not going to be able to go out at 6 o'clock before you
get
pick
down
your
to
lady
number
up for
6.
dinner. I have a feeling flowers will get picked over quickly. It's a pandemic Valentine's Day, so it's different
Right.
than last year.
So in next week, each day we'll do something different, right? So one day we'll do gifts for him, one day gifts for her. Yeah, that's right, ladies. You got to get gifts for him too. Valentine. Yes, you do. Absolutely.
Oh,
you do.
Chambry at a young age. So do you not?
Chambry's
So
like, you better
is
be-
that for the younger ladies, for the younger women out there? So men
so
just get
go-
women, not
keep-
women get men?
Go down one more picture.
Wait. Say this. What now?
I give a gift every day.
Oh, look at the
Chambry.
Brie.
Oh,
Aw.
we love Brie.
Okay, I got to have one of these.
What is that?
This is a gun that you shoot love you discs at your partner. Who comes up with this stuff? It's a love message disc shooter.
So you shoot. What happens if you hit their eye or their head, or
Ow.
it goes into their glass of
Ow.
wine
I
that they're
love you.
holding? Yeah, ouch. Yeah.
Ouch, I love you.
When love hurts. I mean,
And then when they hit you again, okay, ow, it's not funny anymore, cut it out. And then it becomes, ow, okay, effer, give me that thing. Yeah, I need one of these. I don't. I think I do. That's a way bad gift.
Oh.
So, and it's, yeah, and again,
What does the younger generation get for gifts nowadays? What would be like? What would you want for a Valentine's Day gift from your beau?
Oh, I want something really cute. I want like decorations, rose pillows,
Oh, okay. There you go. Like fun, like throw pillows or something cute to decorate. If it's if it's Halloween themed, if it's Valentine's Day themed, is that acceptable? Like heart pillows or something?
Well, no, I need like everyday pillows.
Okay, something you can use for the. So I hope Bree's beau is listening.
Do you give your kids gifts for Valentine's?
What? Go ahead and we can't hear you.
Do you give your kids gifts?
Yes, I've always given
love it.
I've always given my kids gifts. Now I'm trying to think lately, since they got older, not as much.
Oh, I still want them.
I'm trying to think what if I gave actually I did give them, and sometimes it may just be a little gift card or something. You know,
I want a
but
basket.
yeah. Oh, okay. Just seeing the kids get Easter baskets. Well, they get them from the Easter Bunny. Sorry, not me, from the Easter Bunny. Still, but see, my mom still gives me gifts, and I'm 54. My brother gifts, and he's 51.
Hopefully, my mom is listening, and I still want my basket.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
I always
mother-
get like candles and stuff.
my mom would send
And so
my-
that's why you kind of if you got it done for you, you do it for your kids. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, do that again.
Yeah, from now on, I'm keeping this. I'm making signs. I'm gonna look at Kathy and go, "My turn."
I need physical
You
reminders.
do. So my mom used to have my dad go out and buy me the walking Valentine heart balloon. My sister and I, that would walk next to you. You know,
Love
had the little
that.
feet. You remember those?
They still have those.
Do they? Yeah, every year. I think my dad would go get them at Michael's or something. But it's funny, the crew has blown up with this one. But just before we go to that, Piper is going to have a tea party with Elsa.
Love
And
that.
only 10 people are allowed.
Well, that's probably so they can distance and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I love that.
So, and Michelle's showing off. She says she gets flowers every week. So maybe
Aw.
roses. Yep, Nathan's
Teach
doing
the
good.
younger
Well,
generation.
you go, Nathan. Yes.
Teach the younger generation.
Well, you know, I think
Bree doesn't get flowers.
you grow
I
up.
don't.
You grow up to do what you've seen in your household.
Oh, where are the dads? now?
When it comes, to, does the dad bring home flowers from time to time, or
Right.
do certain things? I think that's kind of passed down.
Well, and Piper and Nana are going to the spa as my gift for Valentine's Day to get their
Love it.
nails painted.
We
So,
want pictures.
rings. Lots of rings are being tossed around out there.
Engagement?
Well, no. These are
Oh.
rings that Gail's talking about. Pink diamonds, yellow diamonds, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
Let's see.
yeah. You can never go wrong with jewelry.
No. In Japan, women are responsible for doing the gifts for Valentine's Day. Then in May, the men give the gifts.
Wait, what?
What?
Chuck says that in Japan, women are responsible for doing the gifts for Valentine's Day.
I don't want that.
Then in May, the men give the gifts.
But what's in May? Memorial Day?
Is it Mother? No.
Well, no, it's
Japan-
not over there. It's
Is it
not over
Mother's
there.
Day? Mother's Day?
Japanese.
Yeah, Mother's Day's in May.
Japanese Valentine's Day in May? I don't know.
So the women are responsible. I don't like that.
That's
I don't know.
lazy.
No, I don't like that.
There you go. And so, anyways, next week we'll be kicking this around. We'll do, like I said, one day will be gifts for him, one day gifts for her, and then probably on Friday we'll finish up with where to go.
Yeah, and what are we would love to know. Are you cooking at home? It looks like Gail and Steve are going to stay at home. She said we always stay at home. We love it. And what day is Valentine's Day? Even on a weekend this year, or I don't think
It's on a Saturday.
On a Saturday. So, while that's going to be a madhouse. Yeah.
If you have not, I'm seriously, if you have not made reservations and
You're
you're
done.
planning on going out, you'll be doing that at 2:00. You'll be eating dinner at 2:00 in the afternoon, or you will be having a nice nightcap at about 10:30 at night.
Right.
That's yeah.
So, and not to,
wow.
and Kathy, this is, feel free to smack me later, cuss at me over the air.
What?
Um,
Oh yeah,
well,
because you know me, I'm such a cusser.
Well, remember, I almost forgot. We should have talked about this on Wednesday. Monday, remember, we're going to be dialing back our time, 30 minutes.
oh, that's right.
And
Is
that's Monday. It starts Monday.
okay?
And I forgot to we forgot to talk about it on Wednesday, and you and I hadn't talked about it anymore. We had just said this is what we're going to do.
So there you go.
So there you go.
Good times.
So so we will be dialing back a half an hour
Yep.
on Mondays to go 7 to 8:30 rather than 7:30 to 9.
So wait, are we doing 7?
That's what you had said. You said go at 7.
Oh, I thought we were going to do an hour. I thought we were doing 7:30 to 8:30.
Oh, either way, I'm easy. I thought you said dial back to 7.
Look back.
Well, we'll let you know. We'll send something out.
We'll let you know.
So
Yeah, I thought we said we're going to cut back to an hour like the rest of our podcasts.
Oh, I don't know.
Since we've got a couple of new shows coming on. One next week and then another one in like 2 weeks, I think.
Yep.
So adding times in. And you can catch this pink cloud after our show.
That's right.
Oh, we got to get Jackie Bibby, who was on
Yes.
this pink cloud last week on our show. 'Cause he's had his debut on the big old reality TV show. So
Yes. And so so look for an announcement this weekend we'll put out on Facebook. Don't forget to get Kilroy's Conversation Saturday morning at 8 and
Yes.
Ask Dr. Be Good at 8 on Sunday. And then don't forget to catch Money Link and the Lawyer Show.
You got
as
it.
they replay on Saturdays.
yeah,
as well.
and I tell you, I didn't get a chance to catch Money Link, but I caught the Lawyer Show yesterday. Great show about estate planning and things of that nature. Mark McGraw was Jeremy's guest yesterday. A phenomenal show. They had a really, really good show. Dr. Good show. I'm actually a guest on it. And it's funny because she's talking about education and the Biden administration. And I'm afraid I did not. I hope Dr. Good doesn't watch it too closely because I don't think I had a poker face with some of the questions she was asking me. I was very respectful. Because this is one of those things. Some of the ideas Biden has for education sound great, but I kept making this face like a Jim face from The Office, and I was like, but money doesn't grow on trees, so
Right.
that's a great idea. Yeah, we need to add a bajillion, counselors and, therapists and mental health workers into the education system. Amen. Where do you get the money?
Right. So
You know,
to go on to wacky, weird, funny stories, because I'm going to have to vacate
because
here.
we're
in
not wacky and weird enough.
We're not. In just a couple of minutes, because I've got a meeting at 9 o'clock now. Which is a good thing.
Woohoo!
But Coach
Are you zooming?
Yeah, we're zooming.
Okay.
Coach Quigley.
Hold your signs up and smile.
Oh. Coach Quigley helped
Everybody
us out.
wish JP a happy birthday.
He helped us out today.
I love it.
He helped us out with a story. And in Houston, a man, so EMTs and first responders are in the house doing their thing.
Right.
A man decides to steal an ambulance and drive a Jack in the Box.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he stole an ambulance with the lights.
Is this
going.
real?
Yes, it happened in Houston. And he pulled into a Jack in the Box drive-thru to get food, and the police caught him there, and they blocked off the drive-thru and took care of the situation.
Okay.
But yeah, only in Houston, right?
Yeah, good
Probably
times.
Houston and Los Angeles.
Yeah, good times.
Here's another good story. Then I'm going to kick it over to Kathy to take us out. Man,
You can't make this stuff up.
no, man allegedly hid from coronavirus and authorities in the Chicago airport for 3 months.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is crazy stuff. A California man was arrested Saturday and accused of hiding in a restricted area of Chicago O'Hare International Airport for 3 months. The man told police that COVID-19 had rendered him too scared to travel home to California. So he hid in the airport, surviving on food provided by strangers. United Airlines staff spotted the 36-year-old and requested identification. They said he removed his mask and presented a badge which belonged to an airport operations manager who reported it missing last October. Singh faces felony charges of criminal trespass in a restricted area of an airport as well as misdemeanor theft charges. Cook County Judge Susanna Ortiz set bail at $1,000. She also said if he came up with the money, he would be prohibited from returning to the airport, the AP reported. The hearing took place on Sunday, where the judge was concerned that an individual had remained undetected in a secure area for so long.
Yeah, see that.
There you go.
I think there are going to be crazier stories that come out of this whole coronavirus pandemic. I think there are going to be crazier stories that we are just not even aware of yet.
Right.
It will be interesting to see all of the different things that people do. Oh, I just knocked Yoda over. Baby Yoda.
No, don't knock Baby Yoda.
No. Oh, is he okay?
Is he okay? Let's hear. He says, maybe not. I got a little gas. He's feeling gassy, Kathy.
Oh, there you go. Okay, good times. I think we're going to have more crazy stories come out of this pandemic. I think you're going to hear more stories like that. I think things are going on where I think people have learned to adapt. And I'm just anxious to hear after, things are lifted, when things are back to normal, using air quotes, because who knows when that's going to be. It'll be interesting to see. So, and I want to know from the crew, are y'all, if you're, and you can be Republican. I've got friends who they voted for Joe Biden. They're happy he's in, but they're just over the coverage. And they feel like, Trump was talked about. President Trump was talked about exhaustively for 4 years, especially the people who were not fans of his. I'm a fan, so I was okay with it. But then people who are even some of my friends who are happy with the new administration, I've noticed their social media posts saying things like, enough about politics, enough about politicians, enough about elections and all that stuff. I think we're kind of at an overload. For one thing, when you're stuck and you're in home more than normal, usually you've got your TV going. So I'm always asking and looking because we're about to be finished binge watching the new show we've got that we're watching that I'm going to highly recommend here in a second. What are you doing to fill your head up? And this is how I'd like to end the show today. What are you doing to fill your head up with good stories, with happy stories, with good news? There is a lot of tragedy. The majority of us, and I'd also be curious to see on our social media feeds, who knows somebody and who's lost somebody, either friend or family, to the coronavirus, to COVID-19. Who has somebody who's still suffering from lingering effects of COVID-19. We know that there's bad news. We just crossed the threshold of 400,000 deaths the other day, which is heartbreaking. I know in the cathedral in Washington, D.C., I thought this was really neat that they did this. They rang the church bells 400 times. For each of each for 1,000 people who have lost their lives, and I think that's important that we recognize that people have suffered, and there are other victims other than COVID-19 having the actual physical illness itself. People are suffering financially. People are losing family businesses of generations. Several restaurants, and JP and I have covered a couple of these over the last 10 months now, almost 11 months, where family businesses for multi-generations have shut down. And it's just it's just heartbreaking. You see people who are in the service industry still not able to go back to work. They're talking about movie theater chains maybe not making it through this. So with all of the negative out there and all of the heartbreak, and it has impacted every single person, every single family in some way, shape, or form. What are you doing to fill your head with positive things, with good, wholesome, happy kind of things? I know I look for stories, and like JP, I can always count on him for some funny, goofy stories, and I kind of look for feel-good stories where somebody's doing something for somebody else, or something uplifting. And I came across this one, and I thought I would share this with the crew today. Dog blinded by previous owners, adopted by visually impaired veteran and his family. So things are looking up for Louie. In late December, the 3-year-old dog's previous owners, and this is just horrible. It's just so sad, decided to have his eyes removed instead of treating a serious infection, according to Helen Woodward Animal Center. After the procedure, Louie's former family found it too difficult to care for a blind dog. Well, why didn't they get like the eye drops or the medicine, or turn him over to animal services who could have done that for him? So anyways, they found it too difficult to care for the blind dog and surrendered the pet to a pound in California. I wish they would have surrendered him before they had his eyes removed, because from what I understand, from what I've done, the research I've done on this story, it was treatable. But anyways, and maybe they didn't have the money because they're out of a job. I wish they would have turned him over to the pound before then. Helen Woodward Animal Center pulled the pooch from the pound and brought him into their facility in Rancho Santa Fe. After sharing his story and making Louie available for adoption, the Animal Center received an outpouring of support, donations, and adoption applications. I love that. Among those potential pet parents was Louie's perfect match. On Friday, the lab shepherd pup went home with his new family, Marine veteran Steve Walker, his wife Casey Walker, and their daughter Jordan. The Walkers are an ideal match for Louie for several reasons. The family is local to the San Diego area, allowing Louie to make an easy, travel-free transition to his new home. Steve, like Louie, is visually impaired. The veteran started losing his sight at the age of 18 due to a rare eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa. I hope I said that correctly. But he has not let the changes slow him down. Steve regularly competes in marathons and triathlons, making a great role model for Louie, who is learning to adjust to life without sight. Plus, the Walker home is already outfitted to accommodate Steve's blindness, pocket doors instead of swinging doors, a one-story layout, etc. So these adjustments will help Louie as well. Louie won't be the only dog in his new home. The Walkers are proud parents of 2 other calm and loving rescue pets who are ready to be best friends with this new canine addition. And there is the sweetest picture. Actually, I'm going to email this to you, Chambrielle, so you can pull this up on screen. I should have sent this to you earlier. Let's see. Let me email this over so we can put it up on the big screen. I don't know about you, but when I hear about a story like that, that's what does my heart good. Those are the kinds of things that during this difficult time keep me hopeful and focused. The news has, and I say news because everybody's just editorializing nowadays. JP and I we bring you newsworthy information, but then we always commentate on it. So, it ends up being more for entertainment. Not that we're necessarily entertaining, but what we do is, we put stuff out there, and let me know when that comes through, please, Bree. We give you our thoughts and our opinions, and then we ask for your opinions. So we never say, oh, we're a news show. But the stuff that's being put out there, the rare occasion that I watch the news anymore, and you've got to understand, I was a news junkie. That's why I'm going to be asking for recommendations on binge-worthy things, because I'm starting to binge watch instead. Oh, and look at that sweet, sweet baby. Oh, look at that sweet little face. So he's got a new home, and if you'll scroll down, they've got a picture of the entire family. So when I come across stories like this is what I hang my hat on, is a story like this beautiful family who is now giving this dog an amazingly loving home. I can't even imagine how spoiled that little puppy Louie is going to be, and rightfully so. It's good to hear of people doing the right thing and people stepping up. And the fact that not only this beautiful family who has taken this dog under their wings and now has this dog as part of their family, but the fact that when the animal shelter talked about this puppy losing his eyes, that there were donations, adoption applications, inquiries about the dog. That's what America's all about. That's the America I know and love. Those are the people that are the great folks who step up and do the right thing. And I really wish we would hear more stories like that. What about you? To the crew, chime in on social media. Would love to hear what your thoughts are. Like I said, as far as what do you watch? What do you read? What do you put into your mind? I know one of my best girlfriends got me a book, actually about The Young and the Restless, about one of their stars. Oh, Bold and Beautiful update. They're literally making this story about Steffi and who the baby's dad is going to be drag out a bajillion times. Seriously, they're going to make this drag out forever. Okay, Thomas overheard a conversation. So either Thomas or Finn or somebody is going to change those paternity tests when they do a paternity test for who's the baby's father. I predict that. And so this is going to be like a year-long story. The girl who plays Steffi in real life is actually pregnant. So they're writing all this in. This is going to be like a year-long storyline. So tune in here on January 22nd, a year from now, and hear me talk about maybe the conclusion of the story that I'm talking about now. And this all comes from Liam overseeing Hope, kissing a mannequin and thinking it was a real person, blah, blah, blah. No, Liam seeing Thomas kissing the Hope mannequin. Anyways, you remember what I was talking about. So obviously that's one of the things I watch instead of the news now. What are you binge watching? I'm The Mandalorian, obviously. Baby Yoda, Grogu. Can't recommend it highly enough. If you're a Star Wars fan, especially if you're a 1977 Star Wars fan, it's the best. It's the best thing out there since the Star Wars, the first 3 Star Wars, the first 3 that were viewed. You know what I mean. Then also Cobra Kai, especially if you're a fan of the original Karate Kid, and if you were like me and you grew up in the 80s and 90s, if those were your younger days, cannot recommend it highly enough. Love Cobra Kai. Love it. Love it. Love it. Can't wait till next season. Now we have watched, and I think Fred, I think you and your wife, Gail, you have a blessed weekend as well. Oh, same to you, Michelle. Positive, read positive self-help motivation books. Very good, and business building books. And Fred, just name the date and we want you on the show. We are watching, and we're about to finish it up, and I'm so bummed because I don't know when the next season comes out, The Crown. Excellent show. I don't want to give anything away in case somebody hasn't watched it. And even though it's historically, we know about all the different wars that went on while she's been queen, and about the different marriages and the trials and tribulations of the royal family. But there are some things that I did not know that I find very fascinating. One of the episodes we watched last night, I found something out that just broke my heart. It really ripped me to shreds and it had me in tears. But we will either tonight or tomorrow night be watching the final episode of the current season. So when does The Crown come back on? I think so. Fred, I think you watch The Crown. Anyways, I highly recommend this show. I think it's done very well. You can go, and after the episodes you can read, and they'll tell you what was, where the truth was bent a little bit to make it more, I don't know, show worthy or whatever. So that's interesting. But I would like to know, before we sign off, any other recommendations for binge watching, because now we're looking for another show to binge watch because we're about to be finished with The Crown. Anyways, and then also if you, we would love this if the crew, whenever you see a story like this visually impaired veteran who's adopted this blind dog, if you hear any stories of hope, of happiness, we will give you full credit for helping us produce the segment, but we want to fill the crew up with some positive things. I think there's enough negative. I think there's enough people who are angry out there. On my show, Heart and Soul of Texas Women, with my friend Lisa Chastain, she always says you can't worship and worry at the same time. So if you're having a hard time, first of all, if you're having a hard time, get in touch with JP or I, reach out to us, because we've got connections in the mental health field. We can get Acadia. We can get you in touch with Chris Getz. If you need help, we will keep this discreet. None of our business. We will just pass you to somebody who can help. Or if you know somebody in need, please reach out, because we need to help each other during this time. But then also, if you can help us by sending us either fun stories or hopeful stories that just show how great and how resilient Americans really are. And so, we encourage you, if you're having a hard time, if you're worried about the future of our country with the pandemic and with the new administration, pray. You know, there is nothing wrong with praying for your country and praying for your fellow countrymen. So we always encourage that. And I encourage you to blow JP's social media. His actual birthday's tomorrow. Blow his social media up. And I think it's so funny that everybody's like onto this thing, and it bothers him that that he's just 49. He's a baby at age 49, but people are saying, "Oh, you're pretty much 50." So blow his social media up with stuff saying, "Happy almost 50th birthday," and don't tell him that I told you to say that. Anyways, we do, JP. We love you, and we hope you have a blessed birthday and a blessed year. And we will see you guys Monday. I think still at 7:30. JP and I've got to still hash that out, but we're either going to be doing 7 to 8:30, or I think we're going to be doing 7:30 to 8:30. I think that was the original conversation. See, this is bad. I'm getting older. JP's getting older. So come along for the ride. This should be fun, and it will be bumpy. All right. I love y'all. Have a blessed weekend, and thank you so much for tuning in to JP, Kathy, and the crew. And Bree, thanks again for a great show and for bringing in the fun stuff for JP. And we love y'all. Mwah. Be blessed.